Good morning. We're going to jump right into our meditation. You want to relax. Relax your body. Relax your feet, legs, calves, thighs. Lower abdominal. Let everything just flow. Should bring your body to the screen of the mind. See your body rotating in front of you. As you see your body rotating in front of you, see your body the way you want to see it. See it strong, vibrant, powerful, healthy, strong, filled with life, with love, beauty, from the inside out. You light up every bone in the body, every muscle in the body, every organ in the body, every cell in the body, every nervous unit, all vibrating with perfect law vibration, perfect balance, perfect harmony, vibrating perfectly from the inside out, strong, healthy, inside out. Bringing them all to the now, every understanding, perfect balance, perfect harmony, full of light, love, gratitude, thankfulness. Relax your shoulders, arms, hands, necks, jaw, tongue, eyes, forehead to the crown of your head. I want you to see this white beam of light, cosmic light, coming into the crown of your head, going through your body, connecting directly to Mother Earth's center core. And from the core of Mother Earth, I want you to see this energy flowing up to your right leg, coming up through your right leg, flowing into your root energy, flowing out of your left leg back to Mother Earth. This connection, it's clearing, cleansing, regenerating, rejuvenating, releasing all fears, doubts, worries, anger, grief, resentment, hate, envy, guilt. Anything in the past, releasing it and letting it go. I want you to plant with new visions, new ideas, new character, strength, power, super consciousness, love, genuine love, serenity, calmness in your root. I see this cosmic energy that's flowing in your head, clearing, cleansing, rejuvenating, regenerating, flowing through your eyes, your nose, your mouth, throat, chest, organs, connecting with this root energy, flowing through the rest of your body, this root energy, connecting it from the rest of the body, becoming one unit, perfect balance, perfect harmony, body, mind, and soul. I want you to be filled with light of love, bliss, joyfulness. See yourself in 3 months, 6 months, 9 months from now. Welcome back. How's everyone doing?
Wonderful.
Wonderful.
Wonderful. Wonderful.
Wonderful. Wins for the week? You would like to share? Wins, aha moments? I'm really. Go ahead.
I would like to say just uh, a big win that is happening is inside. A win of really bet on me, really to want to live this life with fulfillment and joy and give and really to enjoy this moment that we are in this planet because we don't know if we have another chance or not, but at least we have this one and we have to live happy, fulfilled. It's something that is growing every day and it's growing with peace and direction.
Very good. I'm working to get signed in here. I've got another iPad that just arrived this morning. And it's really didn't take too long. Can Give me 1 second. It's not really morning. On. The way I wanted it to. Let's see. Yeah. Can you push it allow? There we go. All right, we're in. All right, we're going over goal setting and achieving this month. It's amazing how fast this computer downloaded all this. I turned this iPad on about 5 minutes before class started, and it's downloaded my iCloud and almost got me
Hello, Proctor's
operating where I normally
Masterclass. I'm
operate.
Mikey Siller, and I'm so excited to welcome you. And 10 minutes long, so
Vitally important that you follow them properly. On page 26 in your action planner, it's suggested that you make a written description of the person you are about to become. I couldn't stress this enough. I've pointed that there's 2 pages in this book that can literally change your life. This is the first one. Now, what I want to suggest you do, it may seem foolish, it may seem like a fantasy, but I can assure you it works. I want you to stop and think of exactly how you would like to be. The type of person you really want to be. Write it in as much detail as possible on page 26, and write it in the present tense. You may draw on different people that you admire and respect as role models that you might want to emulate this part or that part of their personality. But make this in as much detail as possible in the present tense. Begin by writing, I am so happy that I am, and then describe the person you truly want to become in as much detail as possible. Don't go any further until that part of this exercise book is filled in. Don't spend 5 seconds wondering how you're going to become this person. Just make it very clear the person you want to become. We'll tell you later on how to execute the image.
Sylvia Vanderhook with our company, she's a vice president with our company, gave me a bumper sticker here a couple of weeks ago. And it said, "It's too bad ignorance isn't painful." And you know, that's so true. In covering this particular subject, you're hitting on probably one of the most important things that anyone can study, and yet very few people study it in any depth with respect to application in the various areas of their life. John was quoting Werner von Braun, the late Dr. von Braun. He said one time, now keep in mind this was a scientist. He is considered by many as the father of the space program. And he said after years of studying the spectacular mysteries of the cosmos, he was led into a firm belief in the existence of God. And he pointed out that science and religion were not antagonistic. He said, on the contrary, they are sisters. Well, one studies the forces of nature outside of us, the other studies the force within us. John made reference to that. He was talking about the atheist. I heard a cute little story one time where the guy said he always felt sorry for the atheist. He said when they die, they said they're all dressed up and they got nowhere to go. And now, I have seen in my own life and a number of other people's lives some spectacular things take place when a person grasps this idea. Yesterday, I pointed out that one of our great problems was that we thought we were physical beings. And of course, we're not. If we were just physical, then there would be a limit to what we could do. There's a limit to what that table can hold. You start piling weight on that table, and you're going to get to a point where the table's just going to crush under the weight. It's like the story of the camel and the straw. You put too much straw on the camel's back, and you get to a point, you just put one straw on too many, and that's the straw that breaks the camel's back. We are spiritual beings living in physical bodies. Now, you and I have an intellect, and through the proper use of the intellect, we can do wonderful things in our life. Now, we used a drawing yesterday and in the previous lesson, and I'd like to suggest that you come back and focus your attention on this drawing again. Now, remember we were talking about the mind. We have no difficulty getting an image of a person's body. We see our own every day. We see it reflecting back from the mirror. Every time we look at someone else, we see their body. Well, the problem we have is that we have no image for the mind. Well, of course, in the previous lesson, we gave you one. And we said, let this represent the mind. And then we pointed out to let this represent the body. And we took and we divided this, and we said this actually is the creative or the start of all creation in our life, this part of our personality. Because as this power flows into us, we can do whatever we choose with it. And of course, we can build a negative concept or we can build a positive concept. But we have the choice of what we're going to build. Now, ask yourself if you could have anything you want and it starts in the form of an image, what would you start imaging? Because that's really the name of the game. It's name it and claim it. Now, this works both on a negative as well as a positive basis. Because as you take this image, you can accept it, you can reject it. As the images come into our mind, we can do anything we want with them. We do not have to get emotionally involved with them. Now, this part is the spiritual side of our personality. This side of us has no ability to reject an idea. It just accepts whatever comes into it and instantly and automatically moves the body into that vibration. In other words, the image begins to move into form. Now, as we go on in the upcoming lessons, we're going to talk about more how that happens through vibration and through attraction. I want to share something with you, a couple of stories, and then one personal experience. I was in Jackson, Mississippi back in 1977. I had gone into Jackson to do a seminar, and as I was waiting for my bags to come down the chute, this gentleman came over and he shook hands with me and introduced himself. He told me his name was M.C. Duncan and he was from Oklahoma City. He was the president of Oklahoma Life. And he said, you know, I've been listening to you all week and I've been watching you all week. And I said, well, that's interesting. Where was I? And he just laughed, and he had been listening to cassettes and watching the videos. And as fate would have it, we were there for different reasons, but we were both going to the same hotel. So we shared a cab. We went over to the hotel. We checked in at the registration desk. And then we just wandered over in the foyer and sat down and started chatting. Now, you're going to find that everyone that starts to study themselves, they become great readers. They always want to get into good books because they want to find out more about the subject. It's so fascinating. Well, he and I got talking about the various books that we liked. And we had read many of the
takeaways.
Where are they? They're full of ideas.
I'm not too sure if it's my connection or if it's yours. I'm having a hard time hearing you. Can you guys hear her fine?
I think it's Lisa's connection because she is cutting a lot.
Oh, and yeah, I hear the same thing. You want to try again? I think it was Lisa.
Love to read great books, which are full of words that have ideas for our benefit. If you can hear that.
I think I heard a little bit of what you said was about reading books. That's all I was able to hear from you. Anyone else?
I think one takeaway that I have is the lack of awareness that all of us pass in life, that we think we are just human beings and we don't consider it the spiritual part of us, that we are spirit living in a body. So that change everything when we think and we have the awareness that we are a spiritual being living in a body, because that is big, because that brings the awareness that you can't experience the life that you want because you are a spirit and you can manifest what you want and live the life that you want.
Your belief, very good. Your belief will create the fantasy. Your belief will create the fantasy. Your belief will create the fantasy. Your belief will create the way you fantasize. The way you fantasize is being created by the beliefs you have. So an individual in their life are created by the belief system themselves, because the beliefs that you have are the group of images that you're putting together. Your beliefs create the fantasies that you use to develop your life. So then the belief system itself decides how far you fantasize. And the beliefs are determined by the community of thoughts that you use. That group knowledge, that belief system is fantasizing. So then the only limits are the images that we use. So then the only limits are the images that we use. What is thought? What is mind? What is creation? What is reality? The only thing it could ever be, the image making process. The image making process. What we are looking for is a better understanding. In order to have a better understanding, look to the recognition of the community of images that you use. Look to the recognition, that means recognize, to the community of images that you keep using to fantasize with, that you keep using to think with, that you keep using to imagine with. A self-recognition is what is needed here. And the self-recognition of the community of thoughts that you use to fantasize with, the community of thoughts you use to imagine with, the community of thoughts that you gather to reason from yourself to yourself, from yourself to yourself. Now, there's a higher self and a lower self, from the new self to the old self, from the old self to the new self. In between there is a space. Or you can slow down the thought to complete awareness. Takeaways. Imagination moves everything.
This is what I was about to say. With this awareness that we are getting every day, we have to put our imagination working for us, for the good that we want to see, to manifest what you want to see. Not using with worries, doubts, and fears, but using in creation of the reality that you want to live with faith.
Very good. Let's look at the image here. We think in pictures, so we go back to the image. When we begin to analyze ourselves, we begin to look for good books. When we begin to understand that the key to success lies in the recognition. Right now, you guys can hear me. Are you listening? Right now, you can see me. It's so real. You can see me. You get the image and you can see me at a distance. Right now, I had Sarah from, I'm not too sure, she's directly in Tehran, Iran, sent me a message and I sent her the Zoom link. Right now, How are you, Sarah? Somebody reached out from another part of the world and sent me a message. There's a lower to a higher consciousness. There's two selves.
Hi, how are you? Hold on.
How are you?
How are you? I'm thanks. And you?
I am doing wonderful. How about you? It's been a while. Hope you're doing well.
Yes.
Very good. I met Sarah in Turkey. As we think there's two selves, there is the self. Where are you joining us from right now, Sarah? What country are you in right now? I don't know if we have good reception. There are two sides of our personality that are always awakened imagination. There's two sides of our personality. There's many, but the two that we're going to talk about of awakened imagination. Your lower consciousness that is looking at everything that you see right now. This consciousness is observing conditions, circumstances, and it's thinking from itself. It's thinking from what it knows. So this lower consciousness goes into what it knows. It goes into this community of ideas. And then there's a higher self that goes to a university of ideas. When I say university, I mean universal intelligence. So Ricardo asked me a question the other day about education and what I think about education. I think education is important, but I believe that education opens our awareness so that we can fantasize more. Fantasy. So education opens our awareness to more possibilities. And I told him education is a need, and it also opens your consciousness how to communicate and talk and rationalize with people. There's so much that education does. But also I said there's something beyond education. You see, education is where we gather. Education is where we gather other people's knowledge, other people's ideas. Education teaches us knowledge, but it's not specialized. But it's when you go to the imagination, universal imagination, this is where you can tap in to anything. So where do I get my guidance from? Where have I been able to do so many things? Because I go to UI, universal intelligence. Here, I have full consciousness. Here, I can tap into infinite intelligence. Down here, I tap into the community I went into. Down here, I can go to the community of where I was raised. Or I can go inside of my box and I can pull the archives of books that I learned from the community or the university where I was taught. But this is not organized to definite ends. This community or book knowledge can only take me so far as I can imagine this. You see, the connecting link that sends you anywhere is your ability to go into a universal intelligence and draw within the spaces infinite intelligence. Where did I get the idea to do what I'm doing today, to help people around the world, to awaken the consciousness of other people? It came from universal intelligence. I was being guided. And when you're being guided, you can tap into infinite intelligence. So that makes, where's the genius? It wasn't in the university. Or in the college, the genius is in the infinite intelligence. That's why Edison didn't bring the bulb from college or from school. He brought the bulb because he was tapping into an infinite field of consciousness. Where was Einstein working? He was going to the universal intelligence. He was tapping into infinite intelligence to guide him. Where was Marconi going? He was going to infinite intelligence to guide him. Now, how do we use our imagination? Who is our imagination? So when we understand that our imagination could be anything, then why not start where everything is possible? Infinite intelligence. Your belief will create your fantasy. Your beliefs have been creating your fantasy. The fantasy is the way we think. This word called thinking is your community of thoughts that you use. This thing that we call thinking is the community of thoughts, beliefs, ideas that we think with. That means thinking means we use this to imagine with. Thinking means imagining. So we take the community of thought and we imagine with the community of thought, and then we bring more ideas from that idea. Then we bring more ideas from that idea. And this is the way we alter reality as you see it, because we can understand there is a lower self and there is a higher self. What we want to be aware of is that we are playing both at the same time. But if we want to really understand ourselves and go beyond into an infinite probability, we have to literally tap into the higher self. The lower self is thinking from beliefs. The higher self could tap into infinite possibilities. How do we get to the higher self? You've got to desire, and I say know that you are meant for more. You've got to desire more. You've got to believe you can have more, and you've got to want to be more. And when you can desire and you can feel and you can act as the person you want to be, this is where you changed from the lower to a higher consciousness, and you begin to get the ideas from that place. If we do not change, we keep going back to what we know. That tells you where you're at, and then you stay on this path. And all of it is a choice of determining the community of thoughts you will use. All of it is a choice of the community of thoughts that you decide you will choose. You begin to imagine with the community of your beliefs of the past, or you go into the future and you gather new information to rewrite reality as you see it. Thoughts, takeaways?
That is our belief, create our fantasy, and why we don't use the imagination to tap in the infinite intelligence and bring the life that we want to experience. And when we think, Abraham, that everything is here and right now.
Listen to that word when you said it. When we think.
Yes.
Now, when we think,
yeah.
who's thinking? Is it the community of beliefs, or is it the community of infinite possibility? Which one is thinking? Your old beliefs? Consciousness must center itself in some state. Consciousness must center itself from some state and view the world from that state. If it's your community of the past,
we have to choose which one.
You got to choose your community. You got to literally choose the community of ideas that you will use to create your reality. Because you're fantasizing with both of them. Fantasize means to gather and envelop, to gather and fall in love with. Fantasy is to group, to love. So when we fantasize, you are fantasizing with the community of old beliefs, or you will fantasize with the new gathered community of future reality thoughts. Fantasize is almost to make love with. Fantasize, to fall in love. You're fantasizing with your past, or you will fantasize with the future. Edison was fantasizing with the future, the bulb. He fell in love with it so much, he kept loving it so much that he finally brought the idea down. Tesla was fantasizing with creativity and how to work with electricity and harness electricity. He was fantasizing. He was so in love with the idea that he kept getting those ideas. Marconi was fantasizing. He was so in love with the community of the future that he gathered that information and he was creating a different reality for himself. Andrew Carnegie, Napoleon Hill, every one of these men were fantasizing. They were making love to this future to the point to where they were becoming one with it. Look at what everybody else does. They make love to their past. They fall in love with their past. They don't let go of the past, and they keep fantasizing more of that group theory that they no longer want, but they keep doing it. They don't like the conditional circumstances. They know they can do more. They want to have more, but they keep fantasizing with that. What do you keep romancing with? That becomes your reality. Isn't that beautiful?
It is.
Any thoughts, takeaways?
We have to choose faith all the time. Like Clarence Smithson said, faith is the ability to see the invisible and believe in the incredible. And that is what enabled the believers to receive what the masses think is impossible. Stay on faith and bring what you want.
Very good. And in that, what you're saying, you have to have an image. Where's that going? That, what you said, is perfect. But with no image, it becomes nothing. That, what you said, is perfect. But with no image, it becomes the old thing again. Your faith must be the new thought, the new image, or the faith quickly and automatically becomes the old image. The new community where you're going, or you keep fantasizing with the old community of thoughts. You keep making love to the old thoughts, or you begin to make love with the new thoughts. Unified field experience is the only thing we can have in between all of that.
That's why it's really important the definition of the image on details, because that will give you the footprint, the blueprint to follow. Because if you don't have it, you don't have something to follow up with discipline.
Order. There's no order.
Order.
Where there's no order,
that will bring.
Very good. Where there's no order, the people will perish. Where there's no order, there's nowhere to go to. Heaven's first law is order, which is the vision. So there must be a vision. We're at our time. We're going to go into our meditation. You want to relax? Breathe in through your nose, breathe out through your nose. Relax your feet, legs, calves, thighs, lower abdominal. Become completely relaxed. Release all tension. Tension in every muscle. Relax your feet, legs, calves, thighs. Now I want you to bring your body to the screen of the mind. I want you to see your body rotating in front of you as if you were dancing. See your body rotating in front of you on the screen of your mind. See this body strong, beautiful, vibrant, powerful, healthy, wealthy, joyful, thankful, grateful, fulfilled, fulfilling. I want you to light up. See your body light up with energy. I want you to light up every bone in the body. Light up every muscle in the body. Now light up every organ in the body. Light up every cell in the body. Now light up every nerve ending. All vibrating with the perfect law vibration, perfect harmony, perfect balance. Now bring this to the now, bring this all to you. Every energy center, perfect balance, perfect harmony, body, mind, and soul, from the inside out. Healthy, strong, vibrant from the inside out. Relax your shoulders, arms, hands, neck, jaw, tongue, eyes, forehead to the crown on your head. I want you to see this cosmic light entering the crown of your head. This white cosmic light comes flowing in from the cosmos, from the galaxy, from the universe, flows into the crown of your head, and it flows through your body back down to Mother Earth. Now that you have made the connection to Mother Earth, I want you to see from the center of Mother Earth's core, this red light comes up and it comes into your right foot, and this energy flows into your right foot, flowing into your root energy, root chakra, flowing out of your left leg, connecting back to Mother Earth. As this energy flows into your right leg, it is rejuvenating, regenerating, realigning, releasing all fears, doubts, worries, anger, grief, resentment, guilt, envy, jealousy, releasing all things that no longer serve you back to Mother Earth, clearing, cleansing, rejuvenating. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Remember, we use ideas, and ideas use us. Now let go of everything that no longer serves you. Let it go. Going back to Mother Earth. Now this new energy that comes in, I am powerful. I am grateful. I am genius. I am super conscious. I am beautiful. I am grand. I am prosperity. I am power and success. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now this cosmic light, see it cleansing, clearing, rejuvenating, regenerating your head, eyes, nose, mouth, throat, chest, arms, hands, meeting this root energy, becoming one with it, flowing through the rest of your legs, and Mother Earth's energy flowing through the rest of the body. You are becoming one beautiful, vibrant light. Welcome back. Everyone have a wonderful day.
Thank you. You too.
And same to you. Thank you.
Thank you. Great day, everyone.
Wonderful day.
Thank you, Excellency.